Well guys, it's a glorious day. Today our snapping turtle is going to get a massive upgrade to the tank. Here I've got my trailer all hooked up. We're going to be getting an 8-foot stock tank to put the turtle in. It's going to be 300 gallons and it's going to be a big upgrade for her, but it's also going to let me upgrade my boa cage as well, because I'm going to move the boas into the 125 gallon that the turtle's currently in, and I'm going to have to build a custom lid for the top of it for the snakes, but it's going to be good. So I'm excited. I've been moving everything around the basement. We're gonna fit it in there. It's gonna be kind of fun getting it down the stairs and stuff. But well, actually, first I need to do a leak check on it, make sure I don't flood my basement. So let's go. All right, I got it. Check it out. There it is. All right. Woo, that's big. Alright, uh-oh. I did not get a plug for that. Alright, well I'm going to have to run to the hardware store and get a plug for that. But there it is, fresh from Tractor Supply. 8 feet by 3 feet, 300 gallons. Alright, I successfully located a drain plug, put thread sealer on it, so hopefully it won't leak out of there. But we're doing a leak test just because I want to be extra sure that it doesn't start leaking once I get it into the basement, because I don't want to get this thing out of the basement again. It's pretty heavy. I mean, it's not that heavy for how big it is, but it's still not very fun to bring it up and down the stairs, you know? You know what I mean? Alright. So, cross your fingers. Hopefully no leaks. Well, unfortunately, it leaks. Ah! Yeah, it's just kind of slowly dripping out of this seam at the bottom. I think I can probably just run a bead of silicone all the way across. Hopefully that'll fix it. But the reviews online pretty much said stuff like this, where it's kind of hit or miss whether you get one that actually is good to go right away. So I'll just put some silicone in it and see what happens. Oh hey guys, just chilling in my stock tank here, having some fun. It's pretty awesome how big it is. Anyway, I dried it out, and I think I found where it's leaking from. So, let's take a look at it here. Pretty sure they just didn't quite put the seam high enough up. This bead of caulk, it just isn't quite high enough up there, so it's slowly leaking out right there. So we're gonna clean out around the edge here. It's really dusty in here. It's been sitting outside of Tractor Supply for who knows how long. I'm going to hit it with some GE 100% silicone type 1. Apparently type 1 is aquarium safe, and then type 2 is not, because it has the mold resistant compound in there that kills fish. And I do plan on having fish in here, and figured if it kills fish, it's probably not good for a snapping turtle to be drinking water that is contaminated with that mold inhibitor. So we're gonna patch it up, let it dry, and test it out again. I don't need to fill it up quite as high. I think I got it up about to here, and it wasn't leaking from anywhere up high. It was just weeping out of the seam at the bottom. So just gonna fill it up a few inches, and should be able to tell if it's gonna hold water or not. Is that popsicle yummy? Are you a fox? Are you a fox? Yeah. Hey, you tripping? Am I snapping turtle tub? You tripping? Okay, good. Well, I'm just out here filling up the stock tank again, doing another test. Make sure it's not leaking. I actually kind of went crazy with the silicone. Not only did I silicone all the way around the inside, including the drain plug there, but I also figured, heck, I've got a whole tube of silicone, might as well just squirt it into the little gap here where it was leaking out on the outside as well. So I went all the way around the entire thing, and I'm just filling it up and checking it. Looks like we're good so far, so hooray! Well, it looks like we've got 2 leaks still here. The drain plug is leaking from the underside here, and man, I really like caulked it up good down there, but did it around the outside, and I think I need to do it in this edge right here too. I think that's how it's getting through. But besides that, also this seam right here got a little leak right at the bottom, so I'm gonna have to empty it out and apply some more silicone after it dries. Not what I wanted to do, but we're gonna get it holding water good so I don't flood my basement. Da 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 da! The trough is in the house. Just testing it one last time. It's been about a week since I got it. Okay, not a week, but it's been a few days, and much silicone later. And I probably should have just brought this one back and gotten a new one that held water, but oh well. Just do my final check here. I've already looked all the way around it, and the seam where it was leaking right here is nice and dry now. And I just went ahead and just siliconed the drain plug shut. I'm not going to use it. I'm just going to use my Python system here anyway.
I want to hold Python.
You want to hold what? The ball python? Maybe later. Alright. So it was just kind of a liability, so I just decided to silicone it up. So we're going to drain this back, and then we're going to drain that, and we're going to move all the rocks and everything into here. And, you know, many hours later, I will be finished. This is a lot of work, but here we go. Well, it looks like a disaster zone in here. I got the tank in. This one drained. Almost all the sand out. And Turdy's just chilling in his crate over there. It's like, what is going on? My world is changing. Alright, so I'm going to have to reassess this mess here. Make these lines longer so they'll fit. But I'm just going to put my canister filter in right there to hide it. Just have the cords coming around the back there. And this is going to be a boa cage as soon as I clean it out. Alright, let's get back to it. Alright, we're finally filling up the water here. And I'm going to be pouring the sand in. And we got my filter all set up, ready to start running some water through it as soon as the water level comes up. But I just stuffed the intake tube back into the crate, zip tied it on there, put some rocks on. So hopefully we're going to get this thing nice and anchored in. I put a bunch of rocks around it, and I'm going to fill up with sand. But it's going to be a lot easier for her to climb up onto her basking spot. And I'm just really liking how much space we got. I mean, look how big the turtle looks compared to the tank. Like, she's got a lot more room to to roam around, so this is great. Besides that, I got the filter all cleaned out. It was clogged full of junk. It's time to clean it anyway, so hopefully we'll be able to clean out the water pretty quickly when we put the sand in. Of course, it's going to have a lot of sediment and stuff in it from the other tank, so it's going to have some little cloudy water at first, but it's going to be awesome. All right, let's keep escaping this thing. All right. Besides the super frothy water from all the sand I just dumped in that's been in the tank for a long time, it's doing good. Water's cloudy as predicted and frothy from all the bacteria and biomaterial in the sand. But I think she's liking it so far. She's already, in her crate there, and the cool thing about the crate is that she can just stick her head up through the hole here and get a breath and be hiding the whole time. I even put some of this driftwood back in here that I had in the tank a couple years ago. Of course, it's been sitting dry, so now it's floating. It's kind of a bummer. It'll have to get waterlogged again. Oh, there goes the other logs. Evan just knocked them over. Obviously this hood isn't the right size for this tank anymore, but I'm just going to use it until I get something better. Still lights it up. And I've got the basking light again, as it was before. Yeah, the filter's working. Everything's set up right. Still hiding the filter inside of this other tank. That's going to be a chore, cleaning the glass up and scrubbing that thing out for the boas. Oh well. I'm going to take another video once the water clears up and show you guys the fish swimming around, and hopefully the turtle will
There's fish right there.
start feeling better about his new surroundings, and start her new surroundings, the girl. And she'll come out and it'll be awesome. Well, it's the next day, and not gonna lie, I have been thoroughly enjoying just sitting next to the turtle tank, just listening to the water, looking in, enjoying this awesome setup. The water is super clear now. Turdy's been coming out, cruising around the tank, enjoying herself. She started eating again already too, so she's feeling comfortable. Yeah, here's my little minnows running away. Where's the pumpkin seed? Oh, Mr. Pumpkin Seed, you must be hiding. Pumpkin Seed must be in there with Turdy. Hi, Turdy!
Hi, Turdy.
Yeah. Anyway, it's just awesome. Oh, I'm trying to think of what to do next in here. I'm thinking I'm going to put a bunch of rocks in this corner. Just to make it even easier for her to get up onto the basking platform. But also, I like to put a bunch of crayfish in here to help, keep the tank clean. But if I have a bunch of rocks back in here, they can have all sorts of little nooks and crannies to hide in, so they won't get eaten. But if they do get eaten, that's fine too, because they're a really good thing to add to snapping turtles' diet. That's what they eat in the wild a lot. I was thinking, man, wouldn't it be awesome to have like a water lily over here in the corner, or just some big, nice plant. I know that might not work out because snapping turtles are little bulldozers and destroy everything, but it would be really nice to have some plants in here. Besides that, I think those are my ideas for now. Probably going to get a couple more little bullheads to throw in here, little catfish. That'd be fun. But if you guys have any suggestions about what to do with the tank, just leave a comment below. I'd love to hear what you guys think, and love to keep improving it. But I'm really pumped. This is awesome. Oh yeah, and in case anyone's worried about little fingers getting bit, This room down here is locked, and the kids aren't allowed down here unless I'm down here. But I am thinking about building kind of a structure around the outside to kind of fence it off. Just make sure no one can stick their hands in here. But, yep, whenever kids are down here, they're being supervised. So this is not a kid fun zone. Although Jade does really love the animals. But we also have made all the kids watch Coyote Peterson videos of when his finger gets damaged a lot by a snappy turtle. Like, don't ever put your fingers near the business end of a snapper. Which is a bad idea. It's pretty awesome. Really happy with how it turned out. You want to hold a snake? I suppose we could do that. Alright, let's pull her out so everyone can see Turdy.
Hi, Turdy. What's your name?
Her name is Turdy.
Hi, Turdy. It's called. No. It's Turdy house.
There's a little pumpkin seed sunfish. Choo. It's okay. Come on. There. She just needs to tenderize the mouse first, huh? In and out, and in and out. Oh. She's still being a little timid in her new setup, but I'm sure within a few days she'll be cruising around begging for food all the time again. Alright, last little clip to end off this video. I just found an awesome fish aquarium store, and they had some water lettuce. So we're going to put it in here and have another plant. It's going to be awesome. So the water lettuce is just kind of floating around, gathered behind these logs here. Hopefully it's not going to get annihilated by the turtle, but I'm thinking that'll be kind of like this duckweed, you know, since it's mobile, it won't get destroyed as much, but just to make sure not all of it, you know, dies, I put some over here, and it kind of livened up that corner there, makes it look really nice, so I'm liking it. I need to find even more plants, but it's a good start getting something else in there besides the duckweed. So, alright, well, thank you so much, guys, for watching. If you have any questions about snapping turtles or any critiques of my setup, go ahead, let me know about them, and I'll catch you guys later.